amongst the crowd, be part of the change and declare your
I'm not a show-off. All I want to do is, I need the principals as well to play ball. So what I say to the NGOs, 700 NGOs put that manifesto together. Invite all of us. That's what I'm used to doing. I'm used to having MOUs and communiques signed by nations and entities of interest groups. I want all of us to submit ourselves to that. Samura, Kamara, Mada, Bio, myself, and others. Everybody. And I'm ready.
So one of your clarion calls is that change is coming to Sierra Leone. Break it down for the ordinary Sierra Leonean. What does this change?
The ordinary Sierra Leonean, it means that we manage the economy well enough so we put inflation under control. It's at 18% now. Yeah? What does inflation mean? It means a rest there. It don't come off from 150 so until 250. You bring it down. Now that change means.
Does that mean more money in their pocket?
It means more money in their pocket, my sister, yes. They can now pay school fees for their kids. Yeah, they can pay for their family in hospitals. Change means jobs for the youth. They don't have to be hanging around, no jobs. Such high youth unemployment. Change means you stop those who just literally steal money from the ministries and government agencies. My estimate is between $60 to $100 million that just disappears in this country. And you also control your expenditure. We were told last year that there will be austerity measures. Go read the IMF and World Bank report. There was no control over expenditures, but we'll debate that when we start debating and look at economies. I mean, the economic issues. So change means we reduce that corruption. So we have money in our hands to put toilets in the schools, to give clean water in the schools, to pay the ex-servicemen good benefits and bring them back into productive life, to make sure we don't have teachers here who are not on the payroll identification system. So that's what change means in simple terms. But it also means the market woman sells at the end of the day because inflation is under control. They have enough returns to go home and feed their family. Today they tell you, I go to the markets. I campaign like hard in this country. You go to the market, say, after I don't sell, better no day. So until they get for sell the oil in container for life, even get small thing for go back in the house. We have to change that dynamics. The other thing change means lower that interest rate. Private sector here have to borrow 23, 25%. They literally just work for the bank. Why? Because the government is bankrupt. They're raiding the banks. I have the data. Yeah, around 2011, $722 million in external debt. Yeah, by 2016, June, July, it was 1.2 billion. Domestic debt was 3.3 trillion last year. It's about 4 trillion now. So what do you do when you don't have money? You raid the banks. You put more treasury bills and bearer bonds. Interest rate goes up. Businesses cannot borrow. They can't employ. So you see, I broke change down for you. It means more hospitals. Yeah? It means when you're doing a road that is $1 million per kilometer, you don't make it $4 million because the $3 million was supposed to go to the education of our kids. It was supposed to go to the hospitals. But yeah, somebody has become rich. And because he's rich, he says he should be president because he was smart enough to be a kleptocrat. That's what change means. And you don't rob the kids of their future. And you come out, give them cash, they dance behind you.
Realistic with your ambitions, given the fact that the minute you do get into office, and I will ask you about the first 100 days you get into office, what you plan to achieve, but the minute you get into office, there's a previous government you have to deal with and what it is that may have happened in the previous government. And then there are your plans.
Yeah.
Promising the youth employment, promising hospitals to be built, promising an economy that's going to flourish. Isn't that a bit too much to be promising the people of Sierra Leone? Is the reality in this?
You wait to see my manifesto. We're going to have it first 100 days, first 2 years, 3 years. Yeah, there are some targets, building such facilities that would be medium, long term, medium term like 2 years to the 5 years. There are other things we can do quickly. So I'm very much aware of that. I'm a development expert, so I know what you can do, low-hanging fruits in the short run, what you can do in the medium term, and that's what makes me distinct from some others. So I'm a development person. First 100 days, there's some, First of all, you have to set the tone of government. I have to choose a cabinet that people will be proud of. Square pegs in square holes, not to everything a common sense, yeah? So I put the right people in the right place.
Are you willing to choose from across the divide?
It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Obama had to do it. Others have done it. It's about professionalism. If somebody has gained good experience, was a good professional in SLPP or APC, I approach them. Would you like to serve your country? because I know you have the skills. We do it. It's not impossible, not at all. So you set the tone from the beginning. Second, you make everybody understand that results-based management is important to you. So there are some key ministries that I'll be visiting often. Start from the get-go. I go to the ministry, sit with the minister, meet their top directors, talk to them about the agenda and the results we expect, and ask them, how do I work with you and facilitate so you can deliver on those results? So we all have an understanding of the results I expect of those key ministries. And we'll repeat that periodically. Yeah? So first 100 days, set the tone on accountability, results-based management, and professionalism in the service. The other things you do, I declare immediately an education emergency. Under that, you will see our manifesto, a number of things we're going to do. The educational system is very bad. People have been robbed. But there's some things you do immediately. I announce immediately I have no interest in being Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone. I don't need that accolade. Let the academics do what they do best. Don't politicize it. The granting aid program, let us make sure it's transparent. It's also not politicized. Bamanja report. I don't want to reinvent the wheel, and I've said, you'll see in our manifesto, key principle. We scale up what is good. So we have to spend time to look at the good things our predecessors have done. We scale it up. The things that were not good, we see how we change them, and some that we can change fast, we change. Yeah? So in the first 100